Hey guys, Greg here, coming to you with another episode of Greg's Bonsai. Today we're going to be showcasing Mango Tree A, and I showed this back as an introductory video back in August. So I thought, now that I'm bringing everything into the tent, I'm just going to bring this out in the garage just so we have a little bit of different light and kind of just document where this has gone since the last video in August. And just see, some ideas of how this is looking and how it's growing, and maybe how we're going to trim it down the way here. So since the last video, I think, and I'm going to turn this around here just to give you an idea, we have these little browning leaves down at the bottom that were in the last video, and I think this was just I got it outside and I didn't really prep it to go back outside in the real sun from my grow tent that I had initially started growing this guy from, and I think we were around this level here, this level or this level here. So we're about 2 or 3 new levels of growth since August. I have not fertilized it since August, maybe the end of August. So it probably will be ready for a little bit more fertilizer in the soil, which I might do after this video, just to give it some more life. It's been a bit, so it probably needs a little bit more energy in here. And if you do notice, I did change out the pot. I went to a number 2 pot for this instead of the pot that had the little catch can underneath of it. And the only reason I did that, this was a little deeper, I could put a little bit more soil in it. And the other reason was when I started taking the catch can off just to see how much water was sitting in there, the roots, there was a small amount of roots that was coming through it. So I thought, I don't really want those roots sitting in the water and rotting or whatnot if there is a lot of water, which there wasn't a lot of water sitting in that pan. But I didn't want to chance it. So I wanted it in soil. And then that way, if I did see any extra roots kind of sticking out, I could either trim them or think about potting again. But I'm hoping I don't have to worry about that too long here. Hopefully not until the season changes and I get to take this back out again in the end of spring, beginning of summer. But we had our first frost last night here at at Casa de Greg, and had to start doing some bonsai shuffle work and putting stuff in the garage and in the shed, and just making sure that nothing frosted over the night and nothing died. But this guy was safe away already inside the grow tent upstairs, and I do want to get a tour of that for you guys here eventually, just so you can see what it looks like. But I digress. I've been talking too much about that. Let's get to the plants so that I can kind of just update everybody on what's going on with this mango tree, because that's really what you're here for. You're not here to listen to me talk too much. But we'll just kind of zoom in here again. Let's see, maybe I can get around this side here. You can kind of see there's that one guy that did not grow out, so he's still there. I'm going to leave him there for a while. And here's that one strong trunk coming up. We still see some shoots here. Haven't seen any growth from them, I don't think, but we're going to keep an eye on it just in case. And here's the other trunk coming up on the side. And we come all the way up. We see some nice growth. Now there's a third trunk in here, and I don't know if I will easily be able to get in, but you can kind of see it right here. There's the third trunk, and there's not a lot of, there it is, this guy right here. This guy coming up, he is about this high, so he's about half the height of the rest of the tree. And it doesn't get a lot of energy because this canopy up here is blocking it. So there's a good chance that after a while, this middle guy is gonna get cut out of the equation so that the energy can go to this left and right trunk on here. Because I do not foresee, and I could be wrong, maybe we'll see in the end during the winter here while it's growing in the tent with a nice amount of light and consistent light. Maybe we'll see this guy grow up a little bit and surprise us. But I don't want this whole thing to be you know, strangling each other for power for the tree. So we'll see how that goes. But we still have those curled leaves. They haven't fallen off, and I'm not gonna force them off. There's still a nice amount of green on them. So I'm just letting them collect the light as they can. They'll fall off on their own naturally as this tree does get taller. So I'm not worried about that. The leaves, the rest of the leaves that have been growing look fantastic. I cannot complain at all. Those little, and I think I talked about this, yeah, there we go. You can kind of just see the leaves and how textured they are here, and then on the bottom starting leaves, they're really just flat. So it's kind of interesting just to see these guys grow a little differently compared to the starting leaves. And I think the last video we were just getting tendrils growing out of the tops. So here you can kind of see what it looks like for newer leaves to be growing. On here they're a little darker. They haven't gotten their green in yet. And if you look on this one, it's a little different. It's a little brighter than the rest of them as they start to get bigger. But really shiny as they come in. I've actually read that mango leaves are kind of like, they have like an oil on them that can kind of feel like poison ivy. So I've heard people actually have allergic reactions to these types of leaves if they get too much oil on them. I have not had that problem myself, so knock on wood, lucky there. But this left side here has started growing a little bit earlier than the right side with these shoots, and it's kind of cool because we have two shoots coming out here and growing. So we're gonna have a V start coming out here. I always like seeing that. Of course, the sad thing is after all this is grown up, I probably will start trimming back, but that's gonna be a while. I wanna try at least wait a year for these trees to grow and see how it goes. We're getting really close to it. You know, we're already in October. I think I started these guys in March. So we're getting closer and closer here. We're, you know, more than halfway through the year on this. But it is kind of neat to see the difference between this kind of green leaf here, this, I want to say, mature leaf. You know, they're thin and long. And then this kind of leaf that has been around for a couple days, maybe a week or so. And then this guy, and how small and shiny, like these are really super shiny, which is really neat to see. And then if you go back and look at the video that I have before this, you can kind of see what the tendrils look like and just kind of see it. I always say they look like alien life forms coming in, and I said that on the last video probably, but it's true. It does look kind of weird how it all comes to be. So this is, like I said, my mango tree A. It is about, and I will put my chopstick in here, it is about the height of a regular standard chopstick right now. So about a foot tall. And like I said, this has 3 separate trees kind of shooting up out of the base. I was kind of lucky with this seed. You know, a lot of times you'll have one trunk kind of come out of this, but the cool thing about mango trees, or mango seeds rather, is that they can actually have multiple trees grow out of them. So all at once. So I almost had 4. Like I said, the one kind of stopped on itself, but I do have 3 here. I am interested to see how they go during the winter. And I'll try to keep documenting this because this will be growing all winter long. I'm hoping that we see at least a half a foot by the end of the winter. I may be optimistic on that, but maybe with me feeding this and whatnot, it will get better. and stronger and taller. So that is Mango A. If you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments. If you have any weird or interesting fruit that I do not showcase on my channel right now, something tropical that I can do all year round, I would love to hear from you. Let me know down below in the comments. And like I said, if you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button. Always like to see that. And yeah, again, if you want something seen, or you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this plant, make sure to let me know down below in the comments section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. We even have a little bit of extra growth up here. And if you liked the channel or this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, shows me you support the channel, and you want to see some more from me and this plant. Make sure to check out the other videos on my channel as well. And make sure to hit that bell, because when you hit that subscribe bell, it actually tells you when I upload a new video. So until then, take care. This is Greg. Another episode of Greg's Bonsai is done. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.